we're just gonna talk about some makeup. Hello, my chic geeks. If you are new to these videos, then welcome. I am also new, so I ask for your patience as I am learning how to use my camera, and I'm learning how to use YouTube, and I'm building this wonderful thing called the Chic Geek family. I thought that I filmed. I filmed about 7 minutes, and then, ta-da! My camera just stopped, and I had no idea. No ding, no hello, I stopped filming. It just stopped. So, I'm breathing, and I have filmed for you step by step what I did, and I am going to insert the foundation part that I did because I did actually end up getting that filmed, and then I will switch over to my face makeup, just all of the rest of that. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you at the end of the video. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set and Refresh, and I always spray my face first. I do a good even layer all over my face because it is a primer and it works so well. Then I go in with my Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation, and I'm in the shade LC1, and I just stripe it all over my face. I use kind of, you know, a bit. It's actually probably less than it looks like. Is anybody noticing this humongous applicator? Because it's huge. Then I go in with my pixie brush and I just kind of dab it into my skin. Next, I go in with number 7's Beautifully Matte Foundation, and I just use that as like an extra cover-up for the areas that I need a little bit extra coverage. I need a little extra coverage in here because this is where pretty much all of my breakouts happen. On the side here, and up here, sometimes on this side. I don't know if it's because there's stuff on my pillow or if that's just where my skin is more sensitive. I'm not sure. I know there are certain products that break me out more than others. I know I can't use the e.l.f. skincare products. Those really irritate my skin. Even though they're good products, like I'm sure that there are plenty of other people that can use them, I can't. For some reason it makes my face explode, which is not what I want for something like this. Next, I'm going to go in with my Pixi concealer in cream. It's actually the Pat Away concealing base. I like it. It does have this, again, this massive doe foot applicator. I'm not really sure why they're doing that because it's not particularly helpful, but whatever. It's a good under eye concealer. I don't know that I would use it as any other kind of concealer. Maybe as an eye primer. It would be good for that. I do a triangle along my eyes, go down the nose, a little bit on the center of the forehead, on the chin and on my Cupid's bow. And these are all the places that I want to bring forward on my face. Obviously, I'm going to blend it in. So I'm going to just take my first brush and pat that into my skin. Swirl it if I need to, kind of bring it out along the edges and soften it up. It's okay if it's not perfect at first because I'm going to go in with a sponge afterwards. I always go over my eyelids. It's a good priming trick to use concealer. A lot of times that's really all you need is concealer. There are some eye primers that are worth using, but I don't really spend the money on them. I don't think that it's necessary unless maybe you're trying to do a really bright color. And even then, concealer works just fine for that. So that's what I do. Okay, after you're mostly all blended in, then I take my sponge. This is L'Oreal sponge. I like it a lot. It's easy to clean. It's pretty like soft and smushy. And usually I just fill it up with warm water, squeeze it out a few times, and then it's fairly damp. So I take this and I press it into my skin. And what this does is it helps the makeup to kind of conform to your skin better, which I like. I like how it looks. It helps it to set better. Then I went in with my e.l.f. Flawless Face Brush, and this is probably one of my favorite makeup brushes of all time. I do have another e.l.f. brush. It's a stippling foundation brush that I don't have with me right this second, but it's awesome. It's actually probably about half this size, and it's wonderful for blush or whatever you want to use it for. I use both of those brushes for those things, for all of these things, actually, the next couple of steps. So I went in with this top, the lightest color in this Bronze Booster by Physicians Formula. And I just kind of pressed it over the places where I put my concealer, which is down the nose, middle of the forehead, underneath my eyes, and on my chin. And then I took this color, the contour color, and I focused it right next to my ear here and brought it down next to the corners of my mouth. I don't bring it all the way down. I only bring it to about here because it creates a nice shadow. After that, I took my Love at First Blush by Soap & Glory, which is really pretty. It looks shimmery, but it's honestly not too bad. And then I kind of used the same brush. I swirled it around and I brought it from the apples of my cheeks all the way up here to my hairline. And I swirled it around and blended it until I was kind of happy with the look that it gave me. After that, I used my Revlon Photo Ready Prep Set and Refresh, and I sprayed it all over my face. This is the best drugstore primer. I love it. I would never go back to anything else that I'd used, not even the NYX one, which I really liked. Then, after that, I went in and I did my eyebrows. I kind of flip-flop between L'Oreal's and the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil. I use the color Ash Brown. It's really very precise and tiny on the end, and it also has this awesome spoolie brush on the end, which is excellent for just brushing out your brows. And I tend to start toward the middle of my brow and work out, and then I come in towards the inner corner and I just make little brow hair strokes up. I will film this for you at some point. I'm really upset that my camera kind of gave out on me. And I can't use my big camera because I can't figure out how to get my film over here onto my phone. And I don't own a computer. So I'm kind of at an impasse there. But at least my lighting is getting better. So step by step, right? Then after that, I went in with my favorite eyeshadow brush of all time. This Sonia Kashuk fluffy brush. It is my favorite. It's precise, but it also spreads out the eyeshadow the way that I need it to. And I went in with, I honestly don't know the name of this eyeshadow. I went in with this color right here. And I use kind of a mishmash of eyeshadows and just find colors that I like, and I go with that. And I went in and I just brushed it, window shield wiper, all into my crease. And then I went in with this color here. And again, I just went in and I just layered it over until I was really happy with the color payoff. And then I went in with this brush right here, which is another e.l.f. brush. And I took that color again, this one right here. And I just kind of lined underneath my eyes. Then I went in with this brighter kind of orangey reddish color right here. And I went in again underneath my eyes and just lined underneath my eyes. I took the other palette with this kind of warm brown color, and I made that orangey color pop by just lining right next to the eyelash line on the bottom. Whenever you're doing any kind of lining underneath your eye, you want to kind of lay the brush next to your face or on your face, and you just kind of smudge underneath your eyes. And that way it gets underneath your lashes instead of dragging down underneath your eyes. After that, I went in with this black color here, and I made a little wing up top. And then I took my eyelash curler, I curled my lashes, because that's necessary step, ladies. And then I went in with my CoverGirl Peacock Flare mascara. I really like this one. It's a great mascara. It has kind of a skinnier wand. It's not anything too crazy. And I just went over my lashes, and that was about it, other than my lipstick, which I use the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this color is in Stirred. Whenever this sets, I don't touch it. I don't touch it for 8 hours until I am done with my shift and I come home and I can take it off. It does take using oil to take it off in the evenings, because it's kind of just there. It's on your face and it's not going anywhere until you take it and take it off on purpose. So I really like that about this lipstick, especially since I don't really have to deal with anything anymore with it the rest of the day. Okay, and that's it. So that's my look. I apologize for the fact that we are missing a big chunk of the video. I will really work on that and kind of figure out the next steps that I need to take in order to figure out filming better. Thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.